there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge.
Okay, so we're here today at X-Force, and I'm talking to Vas, the owner of X-Force.
How you going?
So, I'm here today to talk to you a little about gel blasters in your establishment. So, what can you tell me about this establishment?
Well, I arrived in Queensland about September last year, and I had to basically move very quickly and find something. It was a week prior to the Comic-Con, and this was the first place I sort of came upon that was literally sort of what I needed at the time. You probably have seen we're quite cramped at the moment, so we're looking for a bigger joint soon. But we're located in Meadowbrook, which is a Loganley area, and yeah, basically this is our HQ and shop, warehouse, tech, packing, everything happens here. So yeah, anybody that wants to come in, our shop front here, we sell blasters, we customize, we repair, we do just about everything in here. So yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you came
us.
from another state, didn't you?
Yep, came from Victoria, so had to basically get out of there. We had a court case down there. We had a lot of this sort of stuff, a lot of and other sci-fi sort of blasters, and yeah, still lost over there based on basically appearance. They said no, if it looks like a gun, it's a gun. So I thought, well, since the permits and everything was flowing through and Queensland was the way to go, up we came. Queensland was looking good.
How are you finding the Queensland community?
Queensland community has been really good so far, very great. I gotta say, when I first opened shop, I was a little bit hesitant because it was always an online business and I wasn't planning on doing a shop as such. And I thought, oh man, I hope I'm not going to go into this and spend all this money and I'm going to struggle. But the shop's really picked up and a lot of people have come in and really supported us, and yeah, we've been sort of doing very well and growing. So yeah, got to say thank you guys, and yeah, keep coming.
That's good. So you actually stock a lot of unique blasters, say this Bumblebee hand.
Yep.
And so on. So a lot of people probably don't know that a gel blaster doesn't have to be a gun shape. It can pretty much be anything, like this hammer here. So what made you kind of just decide, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go looking into some weird stuff.
Well, some of this is going back quite a few years ago now. I think the hammers are roughly about 3 years old, which for gel blasters is quite a long time. And at the time, really the pistols were the best thing out there. And being in where I was, Victoria, I thought, well, I don't want my 6-year-old running around with a M4 looking thing and getting in trouble. So I figured, well, if he's running around with the hammer, nobody's gonna know. And plus, we do the Comic-Cons as well, so we had a lot of the cosplayers and always looking at finding different accessories and bits that would sort of go with their costumes. And I thought, well, that ham was pretty cool, and the arm is just, and I do like the weird stuff sometimes as well. I mean, the M4s and rifles are fine, but sometimes you just want to shoot out of something that's just completely weird and out of character.
Yeah, well, I can totally agree with that. I've run 2 of these hammers on the field before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Wasn't very accurate, but it was fun, and everyone couldn't stop laughing and giving compliments about it.
Well, if you get shot by a hammer, I've got to say you'd feel a bit like, what just happened?
Yes. So, here on the table here is a pretty mean looking blaster.
Yep. So this
What can you
is
tell me about it?
right. So this is one of our builds. Our master guru technician Drew put this one together. Obviously, because I like my reds and blacks, so it goes with our logo. So, but this one is a J9, and that basically the receiver is still J9, and then it just got stripped and completely gutted.
Yep.
You know, a red X-Power buffer tube, of course, metal. Then we got the Python stock just to show a little bit of that red through. Metal handguard. Then I mean flashlight, and I like a grip, a foregrip that I can still, get my hand around the handguard, because you just want to hold on to something nice and thick.
Yeah. And you have all of these in stock.
All this stuff's in stock. All that 558 EOTech sights. The only one that I don't have in stock is this Leopold sight, because I just got it for shits and giggles because it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But they're about $400 retail, so I didn't think it was really something that most people are going to put on a blaster, and they're useless as a, as a sight on a gel blaster. But other than that, and yeah, I do like my drum mags because I'm too lazy. And then yeah, we run a longer barrel in most of our ones, and then with an ATK hop up.
Nice.
So yeah, this pup is hitting around 300 FPS at around 40 meters.
Nice.
It's done me quite well. I've only been out twice, but yeah, it's done pretty well, and I quite enjoyed it. It's got quite a bit of weight, and a lot of people want to pick it up and go, "Holy shit!" So I know everybody wants all this metal gear.
Yes.
I can't imagine this thing with a metal receiver as well, because it's quite heavy. It's definitely a couple of kilos there. So, but maybe I'm gonna have to start taking some of these sights off just to get the weight down. But awesome blaster. I wasn't really fond of the J9 at first. I was like, but once you start getting in there and modifying it, just really awesome blaster.
Okay, so for the people who don't know what this came from, can you grab us one of the stock ones and show us what it originally was?
So that's our J9, and that's my J9. So quite a big difference, I'd say.
This is pretty much unrecognizable.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing is that receiver there, and of course I've taken all the orange bits off and gave it my own little bit of red on it. I'm not really a big fan of the handle and this hand guard, so that was probably one of the first things that went off, and the stock.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that come in and do see them, they're like, "Oh, how can I do that to mine?" Well, we do it. We can show you how to do it, and we've got all this stuff in stock, so quite easily to modify. Look, I mean, I'm more about also the showpiece as well. Not only like, if you're gonna just want a blaster to go and play with, these are great. But obviously, if you wanna have something that's a little bit more yours.
Yeah, make it your own.
Yeah. Then, we've got plenty of pieces down here. We've got all sorts of metal handguards now. There's so much stuff coming through. This whole hobby's changed so much in the last 6 months, you could say 7 months, a year. It's unrecognizable. If you've asked me a year ago what a gel blaster looks like, I would have pulled a Gen 8 and said, "Oh, that's probably about it with a couple of little mods." And now it's, you can do so much stuff with them.
Well, coming off that point,
Yeah.
have you noticed that you pretty much have the most upgrade parts and accessories in Queensland?
Well, that's definitely something that we've been aiming for, because I think it was about last year when I was still in Victoria, and down there was not really obviously not a lot of games happening. I think there was a couple of guys doing a couple of backyard games.
Yeah.
Poor guys in a 300 square meter backyard. But a lot of guys up here started going, oh, upgrading this. Do you have this part? Do you have that part? And I started seeing a trend. So I thought, well, something's obviously gone. They're gone, you know, I want a blaster, but now after I've got the blaster, I want to do this and that to it. So I thought, well, I'm going to start riding this wave, this trend, and figured I'm going to try and get as much and as many parts as possible. And when you come in here and you go, hey, Vass, do you have this or do you have that? Yes, we have it, you know. So you don't come in here and go, all right, well, have you got this? No, we don't. No, we don't. I'll have to go to the other shop. We'll try and make sure that we've got everything to cover you. So ideally, you know, when you want to come in here and fully deck out your blaster, we can deck it out.
Yeah. So I did notice, like, when I first started getting into this, found myself coming here more often than other places simply because you had it in stock.
Yep. So that's basically my one of my main goals, to make sure I've got the most and always in stock. Yeah, we're consistently, if not every week, every second week, we put through an order for more stock. We constantly go through the stock, make sure it's always in stock. If a particular product that we don't have in stock, sometimes it's only because our suppliers are probably out of stock or taking too long to get their stock back up. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well in keeping stock levels and the amount of items. I believe at the moment we're at about 520 items on our website, so it's definitely up there. It does my head in sometimes, just trying to think what I've got and how much it is. So I'm starting to lose track of what's up there. But yeah, look, we're constantly growing, so there'll be more. I mean, more blasters coming out, more parts are coming out. You know, my aim is by the end of this, you know, winter, in another 3 months or so, probably to hit about 600 items. So, and we've got some really cool stuff planned ahead, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's great. So, recently you brought out your own kind of brand of barrels.
Yep.
Tell me a little about it.
Alright, so our very own barrels. Now this were, you know, we started getting barrels in, and you know, a few people started making their own, but I started seeing those Fighting Bro barrels, and I really liked their packaging.
Yep. And
the quality of the barrels. I mean, we got some standard barrels, some middle barrels in, and the quality wasn't always great. So I said, well, I want good quality barrels with nice, decent packaging, because we send out so many orders. I mean, people coming through here and buying them, but our website, we send out quite a lot of orders every week. So to make sure that, you know, if I'm sending out a barrel, it's going to get there in, you know, the same way that I send it out, in quality, not scratched and whatever. So, you know, I try to look for different sizes that are going to be what people are after. So 350 and 450. At the end of the day, you can always cut them down or whatever. But also the tight bore. So we got the 7mm and a 7.5 inner diameter. Seeing how it's become quite popular to go with these tight bore barrels now, with, you know, getting a bit extra FPS out of them, and we have found that with our 7s we're getting around 30 FPS extra.
Yep. So for the tight bore, it's just a tighter inner.
Yep, just a tighter inner, and I know a lot of guys that do use them, and yeah, go quite well. I think they're running the Milkies in them, and yeah, brilliant. So yeah, look, my thing was obviously just, you know, to brand something that's going to be a good quality, and we're looking at other parts and accessories to brand as well. But I want to make sure that whatever I get is going to be a top quality product, and you know, people are going to be happy with the product that, you know, they said, hey, we've got a X-Force barrel. It's going to be, you know, it was a good product, it was quality, and you know, they're not going to go, hey, that was pretty crap, or, you know, it wasn't well made. So we're always looking for quality stuff.
Okay, so you basically touched on how you're actually interested in getting more X-Force stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at?
Well, at the moment, I've got in mind some buffer tubes as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some hand guards.
Yeah.
There are talks of a metal receiver.
Nice.
So, possibly a metal gearbox, but I just found that, you know, with most builds and for gel ball, nylon's quite fine. I know guys are going to want metal, so we are looking into that, but this is going to take a little bit of time because, like I said, I'm trying to find the right one. I'm trying to find a really good quality one, and that I don't want to get one that's, then you're going to have to, you know, you buy it, then you're going to, oh, now I need to like modify it to accept gel ball parts and a gearbox or whatever. So yeah, well, that's going to take a little bit of time, but there is a lot of stuff we're in the pipeline here, so we're definitely looking.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah,
Something to look forward to.
certainly. I think in the next 6-7 months, by the end of the year, gel blasters are going to be a very different, you know, looking accessory.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, that is very good news.
Mm.
So, how do you want to see this community grow?
Well, I think, I mean, from the time I landed in Brisbane, you know, 7 months ago, I think it's already grown, you know, doubled from what it was. And I mean, the amount of shops that, I think when I opened, I was probably the second shop to open, and there's, God, I don't even know, there's probably about 10-12 shops now.
Yeah.
And it's great, you know, I mean, competition is always good. The community as a whole, it's grown a lot, and new fields have opened up, and I think it's fantastic. You know, I keep hearing of guys going to, you know, the different places they're at now, and, you know, I hear a lot of also older guys. We've had anything from kids to 65-year-olds in here, and guys that said, you know, we've gone out there and I've lost weight, and you know, it's, you know, it's very positive, you know. With everything that's new and growing and building, there's going to be, you know, a few hurdles and hiccups but along the way, but I think so far it's doing pretty well. And having the meeting with the police a couple of months ago was quite a positive, on a positive note. That was good, and I think it's quite healthy at the moment. There's always going to be a few negative people, and that, and, you know, people trying to choose sides. We're very unbiased here. We don't choose sides. All I care is, you know, about the product, the community, our customer service, and you know, trying to basically put out a positive vibe out there, and making sure that people that do come in, they understand what blasters are, they understand that what they should and shouldn't do with them, and that they are a great, you know, toy, and the positive things about the community and about the hobby, you know, and they don't go out there going, oh, well, there was a guy that shot people in the street, you know. Yep. That's not what we're about. That's, you know, we get a, like I said, there's always going to be an idiot out there, you know. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because the community does quite regularly jump down the throats of anyone who do break the rules, which is quite good. I like to think we're self-regulating.
It's very tight-knit community, and that's something that I found. It's quite nice. I mean, a lot of people came into it and were, I mean, I don't want to call anybody very lonely and very sort of...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you know, they came in and said, "Oh, look, I've had heaps of fun. I've made heaps of friends and met a lot of new people." And I think, man, you know, don't worry about speed dating. Just come here. You know?
I don't know about that. Or just a bunch of blokes in
Yeah,
there.
just a bunch of blokes having fun. You know, who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a, well, I wouldn't say it's a cheap hobby, but it's definitely cheaper than others that I've heard about.
Yeah.
And hell, you know, I mean, I was gonna look into doing drones, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool, but I found that's actually more expensive, and I don't really get to move around. I'm just gonna sit there and look at these things. Actually, running, you know, I still like to keep a little bit active, and
It's quite a lot of health benefits.
yeah, the health benefits. You're running, you're interacting, you're shooting your mates. I mean, really, there's the positives are just, you know, written all over it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
That's great. So it's been a great insight into Vasa's view of gel blasting and his X-Force. On closing thoughts, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience before we wrap this one up?
Yep. Well, look, thank you for coming, Michael, and
There's no problems.
yeah, really do appreciate it. At the end of the day, look, all I can say, I think I've said a fair bit there. You know, for people that don't know about us, you know, we are probably one of the earliest retailers or online sellers out there. We've started around 2016. I know there would have been some probably before us, but we're definitely one of the earliest. And we sort of got into the online selling more in around the 2017, and we've been sort of going strong since then. Our website's at xforcetactical.com, and look, our shop, like I said, it's in south of Brisbane and Logan Lee area. We, you know, sell blasters, we upgrade them, we customize them, we can do basically anything and everything that most people do to a blaster, and we've got 2 technicians here. We're happy to basically, you know, for people to come in, give us a call, message us, and try and work through what they want to do with their blaster, if they want to customize it or upgrade it or do anything like that, or any questions. We do cater for that. So yeah, come on down, have a chat. You know, we love a chat. We're always happy to chat with anyone in here, and like I always say, stay safe, don't do anything stupid.
Okay, thanks for that, Vas.
All
Make
right.
sure to leave some links on your website, on the video too.
Yep, will
Okay.
do.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.